Alright, very good day everybody. Welcome to another video. I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I will be your captain for today's flight. And today's flight will take us from Albuquerque in the United States of America to Dallas, also in the United States of America. We're looking at an en route time of about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And we're going to be flying the TFDi design MD-11F, which is the freighter variant, and we're using a beautiful custom livery downloaded from flightsim.to. It's a UPS livery, but it's like the old school, it's like a retro style. So I decided it was nice to go with that one. So that's what we've loaded up here at Albuquerque Airport. We're using real-world time and real-world weather. I was thinking of maybe getting online on the VATSIM network. There is actually latency at Albuquerque. But on the other hand, let's just not, because I'm not very familiar with this aircraft yet. So I guess it's a bad idea. But it's a fun idea. So let's hop on in and set this sucker up. And there's no checklist, at least I could not find a checklist like in here, not in the EFB. So I'm not totally sure about the startup procedure. We do have external power. We are on the emergency electrical power.
Autopilot.
I hope we'll get this actually started up, because the last time I don't think I made it. Let me also do a quick sound check here. Stand by. Sounds like a nightingale making love. Okay. It's interesting that it says battery discharging. So I would think if the external power is turned on, the battery would not be discharging, right? Let's see if we can set up the FMC first. So we have the flight plan in here, and I think we should be able to send it to the FMC. Flight plan in it. So let's use the button, send flight plan to FMC, has been sent. So flight number will be UPS 812. Let's not forget to initialize IRS, but I think the aircraft is still aligning. They drew an alignment. Okay, you're in landing mode. And then we have flight level 370, cost index 65. Cost index is 65, put it in there. I'm not sure about the temperature and wind. Let me check on the OFP. Unfortunately, we do not have an OFP output in the tablet, so this is all happening behind the scenes, if you will. Average wind component plus 064. Maybe I should make it plus 064. And sometimes I write it with a P for the P for plus and the M for minus, so we'll see whatever it wants. Temperature, oh, that's actually the wind. So what's the temperature? Plus 007, I think. Format error. So let's do, what was it? Plus 007. So P007. Wait, let's not take P. 007 and plus 064. Let's see if it will accept this, maybe. Nope. Could also be that we have to put in 007C for Celsius / plus 064. Yeah, possibilities are endless. I don't know what format it wants. Let's try one more time. Just 007/064. Okay, and it says tailwind. Yeah, that's a plus. Okay. And alternate. Do we have an alternate airport? Let's put it in, but we're not going to be using any of that. Alright, flight plan in it. Let's have a little sip of the iced tea. So then comes the init B page, basically as it would be in the Airbus, which I think is basically our next step anyway, because you would have, if you follow the diffsrep, then basically we have init we just did. So let's not forget the F10 for flight plan, Albuquerque. So I believe the departure is on here as well with the Largo 3 departure, but the runway information is not here. So for that, again, the OFP, and it says runway 21 Largo 3. Runway 21. And Largo 3. And then you click insert and it will insert it in a flight plan. And then at Dallas arrival, we have the Jovem 6 for runway 36 left. ILS 36 left. And the Jovem 6 insert. This is all too easy. Alright, so that's there. The flight plan discontinuity we will check once we are airborne. Let's go over the beginning though. Runway 21, Albuquerque VOR. I think these are all VORs then. CNX, TXO, Turkey. Largo 3. Zan VOR. Alright. And the aircraft has found its position. That's always good. So after Turkey comes Jovem. So we'll look at that. Here's Turkey. And Jovem, so I think we can hook those two up. Wait, where is the victory? Turkey, Ganja. I'm not sure if I see a victory. Oh, this is victory and then Jovem. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, let's hook them up. So flight plan discontinuity, we can just delete it. Clear. There you go. Kaboom. And then vectors to char. So So that's the bit that we'll look at later, but the first bit is there, that's good. Secondary flight plan, can maybe just copy active, but I have no clue how to really use this. This is probably all filled out. So yeah, the NSB page then. So we set up the fuel, and we should be able to send the set payload and fuel. There you go. And what is our fuel? Let me check the LFP layout. That looks a little bit better for me. Where do we have it? So 19,882 kilograms of fuel for the block fuel, so 19.8, and final reserves 7.8, 19.8 and 7.8. That seems okay. Yeah, we'll accept this. So finally, the performance page. I believe we have a calculator here as well for the performance. Now our takeoff runway, let me check this, runway 21. So get weather information and get the takeoff weight. Let's see, calculate. This gives us 131, 147, 157, flex temperature 45, flaps to 25. And we do this here, takeoff approach. Flaps 25, flaps flex 45, 45 degrees. Flap 25. Now does it fill out on its own? No, not allowed. .131. So 131 is V1, then 147 is rotate, 157 V2. Slope and wind, outside air temperature, 8, and I believe this is the aircraft where you have to put 8 and then the C for Celsius. Let's try that. Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't take. Okay, slope and wind, both are 0. Okay. So do you think it will accept this? It does. That's good enough for me. Then basically that bit has been set up. So now the bit where we will try and get the sucker to actually power up. So let's start by running the APU. That's our little APU. That's now on, so APU air can go on as well. And there's the air. So we should be able to disconnect the ground power now. So let's go services and GPU disconnect. There you go. And I believe we had this the other day as well, that the left side all of a sudden turns off. So this turned off after we disconnected the ground power unit. So this is the fuel section. I don't think we will need anything. Oh, well, maybe. Let's see, why are these two off? Because the APU might require actually some of the fuel pumps. I'm hoping that's correct. Let's say, what's it saying here? Bus left emergency AC is off, bus left emergency DC is off. This we already know. Electric system is set to manual. As far as I know, the emergency electrical power should not be on, but simply armed. You can try what happens if you turn it on. But it says emergency power on still. No, that doesn't feel right. It should be armed. The thing is, with these types of overhead panels, sort of Airbus style, usually when there's no light, it's basically okay. So we can turn this on. Okay, this actually doesn't do anything. And then, but like this, for example, you turn it on, you click it and it says off. Can we do the same? Yeah, I really don't understand. You so just turn these off. That's not what we want. You can turn it back onto system. but I wonder if that's going to bring back the displays here on the pilot side. But obviously it must be doing something wrong, because this happened the last time as well, and I don't think it got solved. So let's look at this a little bit further. Go to the electricity page. So something on the left side is off. Looks like the APU power on the left side for some reason does not want to connect, I guess. What happens if we turn off the emergency stuff there? That's it. And that's interesting. Okay. Can we arm it now? As far as I know, it should be armed actually. It looks like it's staying. Let's keep that in the backs of our heads. Maybe we'll need it later. But for now, I think it's best. So basically, what we did, we toggled the emergency electricity off and on, or off and armed. Basically, it wasn't armed. We took it off and then put it armed again, and they're still there. So I think we're just good to continue. So we're about to start the engines. Do we have beacons? Yes, we do. So we turn on the beacon lights. And then let's see. Fuel pumps should be all good. Can we get those to system as well, maybe? I think that's okay. I think the packs are turned off automatically when you select the engine start selector. So let's see if we can get this done. Let's first do a squawk and go on standby. That's okay. Actually like this. Alright, and let's see if we can start the engine. The N2 is already at 24, yeah, so we can introduce fuel. Cool. I believe engine number 3 is the one on the right wing, and then engine number 2 is the one in the tail, and then engine number 1 is the one on the left wing. There you go.
You need to start the engines to request ground services.
Let's turn off retarded GSX in the background. Such a cool plane, this, man. I hope we're able to fly it, because it's really cool. It's a beautiful airplane. I just love the livery. Look at it, United Parcel Service, old school style. Just totally loving it. Alright, let's get back onto the flight deck. No pussyfooting. So we have one running engine. Let's go engine number 2. And we keep an eye on the N2 gauge there. That is reaching 20. Fuel on. So we are now starting the engine up there in the middle, in our tail. And then finally we will start this one, engine number 1. Look at these big things, man. You could take a bath in there with your whole family. Okay, we have 2 engines, so start up engine number 1. And the fan start the turn. The gauge here reaching 20. Introduce fuel. Stabilizer trim 5.3. We can check that here, it's quite convenient. So now it's in the green. Yep, that's spot on. Very good. So 3 running engines. Flaps go to 25. That's on gauge. This little friend here. This is the dial of flap system. You can basically go through all these settings, but it goes to 28. But the advice was 25. So you see this little dial of flap, well, stopper if you will. So you just go scrolling until that reaches 25. And then you do next flap and it will stop there. There you go. So it should now be in 25 and not quite in 28 yet. So that's the whole point there. It's quite a unique system for me. I believe it was, in the old days, I believe they used this a lot more often. And the auto brake goes to takeoff mode, so RTO on the Boeing. Now cruising altitude 320. All right. Let's check the runway heading, just to be sure. So we have runway 21. This one right here, that's 214. So let's put in the runway heading in the box. We have 214, we have the altitude. We have QNH 3017. So we're also quite high here, just like in Johannesburg, it's almost the same. Johannesburg is 5558 or something, or 5557. This is 200 feet lower, but still fairly high here in Albuquerque. You wouldn't say necessarily by looking at it, it looks quite flat, you know, but it's actually quite high. Spoilers. I think we should arm the spoilers. And that is not it, I believe. There you go. We have the green box here, and that means that we are configured. So that's good news. Before we turn on the taxi lights, let's quickly see how to get from where we are to our runway. We are here at the apron Delta. Let's look outside what it will look like. Yeah, I guess we should just start driving. No pushback or anything. Just start going forward. I think then that's our runway. So we'll need to cross runway 08. So basically, let's see, take a right, and then we cross the runway at Delta, and then we turn left at Delta, or no, this is probably Echo. I think we'll get there. Oh, that's the VOR. Where's our airport, man? Here we are. Alright, so taxi lights. And United States, so we have to squawk. Oh, we have to squawk Charlie, we're already doing that. I believe, let's check. We're on standby, so we go to transponder. I guess this is it. Well, almost. So how do we turn on the autopilot once airborne? I told you I do not have a lot of experience in this aircraft yet. Let's see here, pitch, takeoff, clamp. We have the V-speeds right there. It also says flaps 25. Really nice to have that there. And increase, decrease of the navigational display. Traffic data, waypoint. Okay, so we want data. Let's zoom out a little bit. So nav is armed, okay. I believe auto flight is the engage button for the autopilot. Do we do FMS speed, I guess? Let's see how that's going to work out for us. So we have nav and speed. So I'm not really sure what's it going to do. Let's see. It should have LNAV as well, or VNAV. I mean. Profile. That's what prof means. Yeah, profile. There you go. Profile is armed. I guess we're good to go. So let's release the parking brake. If it is even on or not. I do not see where it is, but we should be able to see auto brake, take off seatbelts. Oh, it's doing flaps, that's... come on, man. Sorry, just my controller sometimes a little bit sensitive. Flaps should be okay. Like that, okay. I'm not sure about the parking brake. It does make a sound, but I do not see any notification of it being turned on or off. Well, let's floor it and see if we start moving. And we do. Okay, so in terms of maneuverability, I believe this is also a bit of a whale. So let's be very careful. Because in my experience, this machine does not like to taxi very much. But you know, I could be doing something wrong, and then every aircraft is different. So let's quickly catch our bearings here, so we do not take a left just yet. I think, yeah, it's the next one, and then we cross the runway. Yeah, we're just too late, man. Can we take a left here as well? I love these mountain ranges in Albuquerque. So let's cross the runway. And I believe then we take a left immediately. That puts us onto Bravo. And then there's a very sharp turn up ahead. But that is our runway, 21. Oops. Come on, keep going. Alright, we're at the end of runway 21. Or at the beginning, actually. Alright, this will have to do. Alright, wheel chocks removed. Are the wheel chocks still with us? No, right? I mean, we were moving. Alright, let's turn on the landing lights. And where are the packs? Cannot turn off the packs. There you go. This is just for takeoff. And finally, the T-gas to TARA. And I think we have no excuse to stay on the ground any longer. Here is manual, pack 1, 2 and 3 are off. It's acknowledged. Do we have a configuration test button here? Or actually, this is all, oops. This is already showing us we're configured, so let's go. Actually, not sure where to set the the flex. Might be that button. No, there we go. Full toga thrust. Yeah, totally forgot to check how to set the flex temperature or the flex. I think it should go to MCT, max continuous thrust, something like that. In the Airbus at least, that's what it's called. But we're rolling full power, there's nothing wrong with that in an MD-11. Alright, rotate, positive rate, gear up. Aircraft seems very steady. Autopilot engaged, and let's check the MFD immediately, or the primary flight display. AP1, nav1, pitch, takeoff thrust. I think this might be flap retract, I'm not really sure. Shall we try? Yeah, this is flap retract and this is slats retract, so we're now only on slats, I think. Let's see if we can see that. No, we cannot. Okay, never mind. We have to turn on the packs. And let's increase, or that should then be the decrease button. Okay, so we should be turning left any moment now. So it's making us fly towards this VOR there, the Albuquerque VOR. Let's have a look outside. Oh, it's so beautiful, look at it. There she goes. Flat retraction speed is been achieved as well. So that's flaps fully up there. Speed 247 knots. We're at 9,500 feet. And next up is the Charlie November X-ray VOR in 64 nautical miles. And shortly after that we will reach our top of climb. Pitch, nav 1, climb thrust. I think the aircraft does this all on its own. Let's turn off the landing lights. So I turned off the seatbelt sign, and let me show you something. Since this is a cargo plane, we have a nice little couch here that we can chill on. I'm totally liking that. And here behind the curtain is where the dildos are being shipped, and the pistachios and. Oh, I heard some caution.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
That's what happens when you use the controller, and but it's been turned on again. Speed 310, pitch, nav 1, climb thrust. So yeah, it will be a 1 hour 15 minute flight. And you can see this looks like Airbus style, right? This means it's in managed mode, which means that both the speed and the heading are managed by the FMC. Let's check the camera here. I'm really liking this livery, man. You can download it for free on flightsim.co if you own this aircraft, obviously. You could still download it, but even if all you own is a bicycle, but I believe they don't fly these aircraft very often anymore. But it's, I'm loving it nonetheless. Oh, there's nobody inside, man. That's scary. Okay, passing through flight level 240. Let's switch to standard barometric pressure. And how do we do that on this one? Well, this is the minimum bit. Pull standard. There you go. Auto brake is still on takeoff mode, so thank you for the reminder there. Auto brake. I see you. There you go. That's now off. Do we have any weather information on the EFB? Doesn't look like it. Payload performance chart services. Get weather information. 300 at 5 knots. And I think we had 36 center. The 36 left. So let's get the chart for that. Approach. It's a lot of runways. 36 left, there you are. I'm not sure if we are category 2. I'm betting we are, but let's just do both charts. So this is the arrival that we saw. So we will arrive from Turkey with a bunch of waypoints there. It will take us to Victory. From Victory to Jovam, Cider, Kaboom, Fuel, and then basically vectors. So I think this will connect probably quite efficiently. No, we will be landing towards the north, and we'll be coming from the north as well, right? So yeah, okay. So we'll be vectored to the east and then to the north again. So we'll probably have to do that ourselves. Could check the other chart to see if there's any waypoints in the vicinity that we could maybe program in. Could be, for instance, Allen, but I'm not sure. Maybe we already have it. We do have char, so we have fuel, and then they vector us, and then we should end up at some point at char, which is that one right there. So I guess we could enter Allen. Or all in. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, I know we can, but let's see how that's going to work out. All in.
Altitude.
Okay, so we are almost at the cruising altitude. There you go. Low speed protection. Ground speed 339, 322. Looks like looks to me like we are not following the navigation anymore. Unless, you know, let's double check now. Heading 164, we should be heading left. Why is that?
Stabilizer function. Altitude.
Altitude hold, so the nose should be going down. But we're not following navigation for some reason. Well, let's go heading. And how do we actually press it? Heading, okay. So we're gonna turn left then. What's wrong with my views, man? So I can zoom, but my right mouse button does not make me look around anymore. I can do it with the stick. I can do it outside of the cockpit with my mouse. Let's see if there's anything we can reset. No. Well, that is shitty timing. No, man, I can't move. I can't look around with my mouse. I need it. I need to look around with my mouse. Come on. Let me simply try and replug it. Maybe it's the mouse itself, I don't know. But it's weird, it works outside. Oh, I think the entire simulator is frozen now. Oh man, that would be a shame. Something about the MD-11 is doomed, man. Wow, that was like the longest leg. So I can move again with the stick, but the mouse... Why can I not look around with the mouse when I'm in the cockpit, but when I'm outside of the cockpit I can? Let's go direct TXO if we can. So what's up? The aircraft lost its whereabouts. Also keep on climbing. There's a lot of stuff happening all at once. And you know, when your controls don't work, you know, in the aircraft would be even worse, obviously. But you know, you can see when I look, this works perfectly fine outside of the aircraft. I'm very scared it might be a bug or something. But yeah, we need it pretty much right now, because actually otherwise we're just going totally somewhere else. We're going totally off course. And there's nothing we can do about it efficiently. I mean, we can go like this, but it's...
Stabilize their motion.
Yeah, just crash the motherfucker, man. I have no clue. It either works or it don't. And it don't. I'm not going to continue like this, that's just crazy. I already unplugged the mouse and plugged it back in, but then again, you know, outside it works, so there's nothing wrong with the mouse. So it must be something in the simulator. Cannot believe it's something simulated, you know. This is just an interface device, so yeah, what would be there would be if you press the middle mouse button, you should be able to look around. That does work. And now the right mouse button. Okay, finally we got it out. Oh, thank God. Right, so how do we do altitude hold? We're still climbing. Come on, man. This is heading hold for, let's see, this is the heading mode, but the aircraft is not turning.
Altitude.
It's not turning now either. So basically, if you look at the button here, you can push it, or you can pull it, and you can press it, and you can turn it. That's about it. There's an F button below. Select nav 1. So one would expect the aircraft to then start turning towards its next waypoint, and it's not doing that. Should be on our way to TXO, and as you can see, we're totally getting ourselves lost here. Next stop would be Turkey. So I'm just going to continue. So we go direct to Turkey. So direct Turkey is selected, so that is one thing. And how do we get the aircraft to follow? Let's see. Are you kidding me? The autopilot was not on? Alright, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes when there's so much happening, you have to be so fucking sharp. So there's no excuse. But I could have checked if the AP1 was on there. As I said, I'm not yet very familiar with this aircraft, and with that comes knowing where to look, but also in general, you know. Would be good to have a certain flow. Like, okay, something's not working, what will I check? You usually will check the primary flight display, because you can actually see what it does. And it's a good example, because over here, basically it's what you're demanding. But there's no telling what the aircraft's doing. The only way to check is here on the primary flight display. It will say I'm in thrust, it will say I'm in nav 1, it So say I'm at altitude hold, and it will say I'm in autopilot 1 mode. And yeah, these are things easily to overlook when slight panic is coming. Alright, so we're a little bit high. So let's see if we can descend back down to 32,000. Oh, not that fast, please. I'm glad the mount is back. So either I think push does altitude hold then, or what? Yeah, okay. So we pull it, and the nose goes down. That looks like quite a nose drop. Look at that. I think the engines are on idle. Oh man, it's such a beautiful airplane. Look at, I just love all the metal there. It looks bulky, but it does look really impressive. Look at that, man. All right, so what's happening here? Thrust mode, nav 1. Well, that was scary. The top of descent is coming after Turkey. So I guess that's another reason why it's always good that aircraft carry a little bit of extra fuel with them for contingencies and everything. This is not like a total disaster, but you know, things could happen. You could land, that we could have to divert to a different airport. You know, that's all calculated obviously in the flight plan. But there are certain limits. Once you, I don't know what the limits are, but once you are certainly below a certain threshold, then basically you have to declare a Mayday. You could probably still fly for like 30 or 25 minutes. I believe 30 minutes, I'm not sure if this goes for every aircraft, but I believe it's something like 30 minutes of airtime should be possible, and if that is no longer possible, then it's to be considered a Mayday. So it's not as severe as a pan, I believe. I believe that is really bad. It's just basically, bitches are going to die, you know, if you don't act now. Alright. So after Turkey comes the top of climb, or the top of descent. So we were preparing. So we have char. Oh man, that seems like ages ago. So let's go back to the, we were going to insert a waypoint after vectors. So we have fuel, and then vector, and then flight plan discontinuity, and then comes char. So before char, there is all in. I think that's where it went wrong, right? So all in, and we put it right there. Now let's go to the plan page. This one should have it as well, I think. This is on map, now it's on plan. fuel goes down. So how do we do that here? Fuel. So there's all in. And then there is char. So we could also do fuel. And then, yeah, we're going to keep it in. Then we will have to delete the flight plan discontinuity there, and we probably first need to delete vector, but let's give it a shot. Not allowed. So we delete vector, and we can. And then we delete flight plan discontinuity there, and now it hooks up, and then we connect Allen by deleting the flight plan discontinuity here. Oh wait. Clear flight plan discontinuity, and that's out. Alright, so this looks a lot more robust. You can see we're coming from the north, and then we're landing towards the north. Well, that's how it's going to go down. Not sure we can put range rings in here actually. Does it have a fixed page? It is a Airbus style system. So I guess runway 36 left. There should be some, I'm not sure what it's called, waypoint data or something. But it's not here, maybe because it's the ILS. Although that wouldn't make sense, but I'm probably doing something wrong. Let me show you what I mean. If you take any other waypoint where it has 5 letters, like victory for instance, and you press it, you should see, yeah, they don't show it here either, okay. So my point doesn't work in this aircraft. Airways, so that's something else we don't need. Oh, there is a fixed page. Duh. Alright, fix. So definitely getting the hang of the aircraft slowly, but getting the hang of it. Runway 36 left. We cannot copy that. So we type it in like we saw it, runway 36 left. If that's not in database, then it's probably this, I believe. Nope. Alright, let's forget it for now. Let's go to the map. We are still 206 nautical miles from Turkey. And there is our top of descent. So we do have some time. So let's look at some other things here. This is ILS runway 36 left, category 2. Localizer will be IBXN 111.9er. I think this is actually picked up by the NavRat page. It is not sitting here yet because it's following, it's receiving nearby VOR stations. So let's see if we can put it in manually. It should probably auto-populate by the time we get close. 111.9er, 356. And it accepts. That's cool. And you can also see the ILS identifier, IBXN. Or should we climb to 370, really? Oh, I think I totally forgot. Let's have a look here. Yeah, 370, man. So we could have climbed. Let's just do that now. 370. And then I guess we pull it. We should go in sort of open climb, if you will. And then we start climbing. So let's be good citizens and do this. So we enter the course and the ILS frequency. We have the glide slope starts at 2,300 and we can select the radio altitude 100. You see changing down here, RA, radio altitude. So we have that as well. So slowly but surely I think we're getting there. Can I not click this and get some checklist actually? Or like a clip on, no? Okay. Approach, runway 36 left. Yeah, so our approach speed will be 158 knots. Wow, I don't know what the landing weight is, man. Is this in the OFP? Can it be in the OFP? I'm not sure. Maybe is it on the progress page? Estimated fuel on board. Distance to go. And on the init pages. Landing weight, would that be 19 or 6.6? . 6. 196.6. So yeah, that's how we'll enter it, I guess. And the flaps we could see in the takeoff approach page 35. Calculate. Estimated landing distance required 548 meters. Top distance available 3,472. Landing distance available 3,563 meters. Okay, I guess. I am totally loving this livery, man. So these two VORs are probably the VORs that you will see when you go to the Navnet page. TXO, PVW, TXO and PVW. So it just picks it up automatically, that's pretty nice. So I'll be quickly stepping off into the galley. So let's have a little wing view, and I'll be back within 2 shakes of 1 lamb's tail. Alright, so we're back. So let's see if there's any damage. We're at 12 knot commands from Turkey, and then somewhat after that we will start our descent. And I believe in the Airbus style operation, which basically this aircraft is, because I've really been used and spoiled by the Boeing 737. I think we just select the altitude and just do open descent or something. But we do have a little bit to go. So in terms of landing preparations, we do have the flight plan basically mapped out. Let's have a look at the altitudes that are to be expected now. So Turkey 370, and then top of descent we go to 50,000, 13,000, 12,000. And then we have missile, 12,000. Silver, this is all 12,000. Then fuel, 7,000, this is the approach bit. All in, 5,360. Char, 3,000. And then bobbin, 2,300. Cool, hopefully we can touch down. I'm sure we can, but it's, you know, I'm definitely not as comfortable in this aircraft than, for instance, with the Airbus or the Boeing 737. Obviously, for good reason. So this is one way to do it. We're passing Turkey on our way to victory. Victory, we should be at 15,000, so we have to get ready for the descent there. I don't know, man, it's really a joy to have this aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, really. Such a cool machine. And if we can land it successfully, you know, even better. It's not like I've never landed it or I've never flown it, but yeah, I'm definitely not seasoned at all. I'm very much a rookie. Well, here now actually see the parking brake. see that little little window there in the service door. Okay, so when you look up close, it does look a little bit pixelated. But that would not be a reason for me not to fly this livery at all. Okay, let's get back to the flight deck and prepare for descent. So I think here the difference with Boeing, we can select a different altitude. I'm gonna go for 15,000 feet. But if we don't press anything, it will just sit there and chill. As you can see, we're still holding at 370, following nav 1. And I don't know what thrust actually means in this, let me click FMS speed. Yeah, because I think it's already on FMS speed. So when you pull it, a little bug comes here, so then we can change the speed if we want to. So I'm going to push it. No, click FMS speed, and then it goes. Okay. So exciting. Hopefully we get everything right. So we have set up basically everything. Let's go to the takeoff approach page. I don't think we can enter any kind of weather in here, can we? Clean minimum speed 209, slat extension minimum 169, flap 28 minimum 157. And then final approach speed is 158. Landing weight 196.1. So we find that here. Did we find it here earlier as well? We checked the progress. Did we check maybe init B? I think we checked it at the init B page. Let's see. There it said landing weight. So that's now 169. So it's obviously the same, but okay. 196.1. I don't think we really need this. Let's do it anyway. Nothing really changes for us. I think the APU turns itself off as soon as the engines are started. So after touchdown, we will be touching down 36 left. And is there any west cargo? Yeah, so we should go, I guess, to the cargo place. International Air, International West, International Air Cargo. West air freight, so I guess let's just go here, I guess. So Charlie, so we exit the runway, well, somewhere. So they don't have any high speed intersections, it's all 90-degree angles. Alright. So we're almost at the top of descent. I am now going to start our descent. Idle clamp, nose comes down. Looks like you are near overspeed, but it's maintaining the speed quite nicely, I guess. If we go outside, we should hear, look, or listen rather. Engines to idle. Alright, passing through flight level 270. Aircraft nice and smooth, engines to idle, nose down. Such peaceful metal. It's like peaceful heavy metal. Now to prepare the autopilot, for landing. That's actually an interesting one. Traffic data waypoint. This is all through the navigational display. Approach land. I think that's the only button, so it does not have a localizer or glide slope or like localizer and approach button. Looks like it only has the approach/land button. So we'll see how that works. It's cool how it's so quiet now. Okay, we're on our way to victory, 35.6 nautical miles, and then we should be at or above 150. So what's interesting in the Boeing, you can basically select your lowest altitude. I'm not really certain if we can do that here as well. If we could, I would go to 2,300 feet, which is the glide slope. But I'm not sure it will make the vertical stops in between. Because I think you just put it in open descent, like we are now. So I think it's really a manual kind of step descent, which is fine. Just do it. So let's find the auto brake. You can put that on minimum. We're almost at transition altitude, so the local QNH, is that on here? Yep, 3005, and I believe in this aircraft we can also pre-dial it, but not sure. Doesn't look like it, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Well, actually, we are already basically there at 3005, so let's just set it. There you go. So we're finally getting somewhere. I really hope we have a successful touchdown. So we're now at 16,000. So we have 1,000 to go. And then we'll have to chill at flight level 150 until we overfly victory. And only after that we can continue our descent. So victory at or above 15,000. Jovem at or above 13,000. So holding now, 15,000, that's good. Speed 280, that's good too. Then speed should drop to 270, managed. Victory 7.3 nautical miles. I see IBXM. So it looks like the ILS is picked up. We're passing a Victory, so descent flight level, or that's maybe a little bit too much. Okay, something like that. See what this does. Six nautical miles from Jovem. After Jovem, go to Missile. We have to be at 12,000. Oh, we actually said 12,000. I'm gonna leave it, that's okay. Speed 240 at Missile. So the aircraft is slowly decelerating. Still saying at drag. Oh. Let's go full speed brakes. Let's have a look at them. Alright, they're certainly there. Oh, that's your speed brakes, alright, whoops, alright. $14,000. Target speed reached, 270. And on our way to Missile, now 12,000 feet, we're still going there. And our speed should decrease to 240 knots. We have added drag. It's blinking at us. Speed is going down. Okay, no longer drag required, so let's get rid of these speed brakes. So Missile, we should be at 12,000 feet.
Altitude.
So 1,000 feet to go. By the looks of it, we will definitely make that in 6.6 nautical miles. Speed 240 is almost reached, so this is still all under control. Then after Missile comes Silver. At Silver we should be at 210. So we just keep monitoring basically that it's doing it. If we think for any reason, doesn't matter, it is not doing it, we take over or we intervene. Missile coming in 3 nautical miles. Then up next, Silver. doesn't look like these are hard restrictions or constraints, so maybe we can go a little bit lower even. Let's check the approach, or the arrival, I guess I should say. At missile we should be exactly 12,000 feet. And at Silver as well, okay. Okay, I guess it makes sense. These are, okay. No questions. So, Silver, 8.5 miles. Speed is reaching 210. If we go to the takeoff approach page, clean minimum speed 208. So below 208, we should extend flaps or slats, I guess. Holding 12,000 feet for sealer. Aircraft range to the ILS is displayed here, 12 nautical miles. Basically it has a straight line. But obviously this is not track miles, this is absolute distance. So basically it should be at our feet. Okay. Here's the sealer, then next stop is Kaboom. And there's still 12,000 feet and 210 knots. So we are obediently adhering to the rules. Boom, 7.5 miles, then comes fuel. We can pre-dial, we should actually 8214. Let's put on 82. So after overflying Kaboom, we will pull the little button there to descend even further. Our speed should maintain 210 still. So we are abeam the runway now. But there's no runway in sight. Let's see, here comes the final leg, if you will, final stretch. here you can see what we did. Basically, I believe fuel was the last waypoint. It would have required a lot sharper turn towards Char, so now we have more of some time to, otherwise it would go in a straight line, and then you have a shorter time to line yourself up. Now we have a longer time to line ourselves up. That's basically all we're doing there. Okay, we're on the way to fuel, so descend to 8,200, idle clamp, and the aircraft starts descending. Next is fuel in 10 miles. Then we need to go down to 6,000, then 3,000. I just wanted to say, let's add some drag, because we're at 224 knots. Otherwise we might not make it. And the speed brake's been extended fully, so that's good. So we're about to pass 10,000 feet, so let's turn on the landing lights. So we don't have to do that later, and we can keep on focusing there. $11,200, going for 8,200. We have 5 miles to go. I think we could make that. Let's remember that we have the speed brakes out currently. So after fuel, we will go to Airline. We're all in. Speed will still be 210 knots, but we have to descend to 6,000 feet. Going to dial that in. I don't believe it has an expedite button. .4 miles, 10,000, so we're a little bit high. So 10,000 feet. So we're 2,000 feet above our demanded altitude there. We're descending to 6,000 now. There's a vertical speed button right there. That's very good. Oh, no. I want vertical speed. No, not up. Down, please. Because we want to be at 6,000 feet in 1 mile, so we're not going to make that. Our speed is quite okay like this, but we do have the speed brakes extended, so let's remember that. Keep her coming down. Go to 2,300. Come on. There you go. Only now we reach 8,000 feet, so we are 5,000 feet high, almost. Actually, we're 2,000 feet high still. Let's descend even further. Oh, the other way. So 3,300. We cannot deploy the flaps just yet, but we could deploy the gear, and I think I'll do that, just to create some more drag. It's still a little ways out, 30 nautical miles, but if it helps us descend quicker, that would have my preference. Here come the clouds. Four nautical miles to reach 3,000 feet. Looks like we actually might make that. Because, you know, we want to get below the glide slope. It's still saying add drag. It looks like the aircraft does have a bit of a hard time slowing down. Could be that we had maybe a lot of tailwind, in which case we should probably have started our descent a little bit earlier. So there's the glide slope. We're almost below it. So it's beginning to look good. I think now we can arm the approach land. And let's retract the speed brakes and arm them for landing. 2,500 feet.
2,500.
And what should our speed be now, because we're high? 158. So let's do speed intercept. I'm gonna try extend the flaps. Because we're now 5 nautical miles out, and we definitely need to slow down a little bit more. Maybe just to be sure, we can put the auto brake to medium. No, not max. Okay, well, we have land in sight, speed 162, range 3.4. I'm gonna go flap full.
Stabilizer motion 1,000.
This is an altitude 100 feet. I think that's the runway coming up right there. Beautiful.
Stabilizer motion.
So let's turn off the autopilot.
Autopilot. Autopilot. 400. 300. Approaching minimum.
Continuing.
Minimum. 50. 40. 30.
Idle.
20. 10.
Well, that's main gear touchdown. Nose wheel touchdown. And reverse is full. Welcome to Dallas, everybody. .60 knots, engines to idle. flaps up and the speed brake retracted. Let's keep on rolling. What is this warning? ABS disarm. I don't know. So we'll take a left here. Steady as she goes, I guess. So we take a right. Let's turn off the landing lights. Whoops, that's what you get when you're doing it on your own in a flight simulator.
Stabilizer. Full lap.
Come on, man. Keep going. Don't know what happened there. I heard a lot of clicking. Come on, aircraft. It's like going through mud, really. And the fly-by-wire A380, I believe that's also a real challenge to taxi. The Phoenix A320 as well. It looks like it's lagging, although it's probably, you know, done really well. But I always have quite a hard time with that. The 777, I believe, is quite okay. It's also a little bit, you can definitely tell it's heavy. So for us, where we're going, I guess West Air Freight, so we take a left onto Zulu. We're now on Charlie. So not this one, but the next, I guess. Just double check here. There you go. Not this one, but the next. This was a cool approach with all the clouds and yeah, basically the poor visible conditions or poor visibility. feels like we're leaning to the right. Okay, so let's take this one to the right.
Stabilizer.
So yeah, it's really difficult to control this one on the ground. I mean, probably if you know what you're doing, it's not as much, but I'm not saying I'm a total noob, but yeah, maybe there's some pointers that I'm missing, perhaps. What's happening with the view, man? Okay, oh, forget it. Parking brake is set. Or not. Anyway, engines to idle. And let's turn off the engines. Is this actually how we turn them off? No, the fuel. And I think that's the APU kicking in. Not sure, but it sounds like it. Could be wrong. It sounded really cool. So here we are. Welcome to Dallas. Aircraft looking. It's parked a little bit with the snows to the left. It's such a cool airplane, man. I'm glad we got to set it down in one piece. The deceleration, the slowing down of the entire aircraft was somewhat of a challenge. I'm not sure again whether perhaps we had a tailwind all the way through. In that case, you know, yeah, you probably have to start your descent a little bit earlier. But not really sure, but at least it worked. So I guess for the next time, yeah, just start the descent maybe a little early, rather a little early than late, you know. So a high energy approach is always difficult to dissipate all the speed, but you know, you always have your engines at your disposal if you're going too slow. So alright, so that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for checking. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that miserable crap, you know, to get this out of the way. Alright, man, thank you so much for checking, and don't be a stranger, and see you all on the next video. Bye bye.